We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Wait, that, 180? 56 is the mic. Hey, come on now, come on now. Hey, 66.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
72.
Brady going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Ozzy. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Who that? 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brady nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
No, 66. Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Hey, go 66.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Wentz now on 1st down. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Trying to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Hey, over. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike, 4. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Sunday.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Space to maneuver at the 40. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. 280. Check, 47. You ain't doing nothing with that.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Wentz now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
At the 12-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
This is Lynch on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Oh, he fakes the spike. A bullet throw, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down now. It's Lynch looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a juke this time. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lynch, he's got it on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, rip on 2, come here. 47's the main. Empty. Empty. You ain't got nothing. Shit.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Wait, set, wide, 20. Regular.
On first down, Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check it, reload. Mike spot 4. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Hey, Echo. 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wentz now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
Get ready. Check 26, check 26.
Now Wentz again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Wentz now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the whip.
Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Wait, set. 380.
Check. Watch 54. Check pass.
When he hits.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returnable here from the 38. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go. 280.
Silver. Tie it right.
Nice line, 7.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Buccaneers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
53.
Let's put that team on the
Five.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady, blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Check 43.
Let's find 7.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Kill. Rush in.
Ram.
Jim. Big Ed.
Here.
Motion.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
They still playing soccer. 72.
Operating from the gun. Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Derwin James on the cover.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike, 28. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Go Bandit. 72.
From the gun, Brady. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 40.
47. All day, baby, all day. Watch the safety creep. Check. Lucky.
Here, shoot.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check safety.
They'll run again with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
I smell fear in that. Rip.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam, slam, slam. Switch.
Switch it.
Slam.
Here, sit. 5-9. Switch it.
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
Time to go, night. Shit. Check the backer.
To throw, it's Wentz. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The Eagles on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third and goal.
Check Mike 47. Watch the screen.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Oh, I think the Bucs got it, and they did. Tampa Bay football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Brady now on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Hey, go 66.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And got him in. It's Woods. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's bring it. Hey, switch gears.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But
and down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tack McKinley. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And Sanders has got it complete. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
74.
Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic. On game, punt. Check 24. Check 24. Kill.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Check. Alert 3. Man 5-7.
Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
57.
Into the red zone. Wentz. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check.
Mike 28. Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Stay with you, man.
From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One final try now for Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on.
A little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.